and it looked ridiculous. Women who really suffer with these issues, because half the time I just don't believe y'all. And if you're one of those people that put those ads up, I do have a problem with you.
Yeah. La la la, hold on. Ooh, I've been bending, but I don't break. I've been waiting on the shape of the day. I don't let go. Don't let go. Started with crumbs on the plate. Now I can see the whole shape. Tried to rush, lost my pace. Learned that the hurt had the place. You don't plant, then blame the rain. You don't heal if you fight the pain. So I kept my hand on the plow, even when it didn't look like now. Old me wanted fast results. New me learned to trust the coast. One step, then another one. Sunrise still comes, keep on. If it's slow, let it be slow. If it's slow, still let it grow. I've been broke, but I still know what's meant for me won't let go. I can feel it under my skin. Every no was making room for win. Trust the process, baby, trust the process. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. Trust the process, baby, trust the process. What's for me will bloom. What's for me will bloom. I see nice dress, it's too long.
What's up, everyone? It's Andrea, and I am back. I know I said that I was going to just vlog the last week leading up to the Noble Class Awards ceremony, the Noble Looks Debutante Awards ceremony. I kind of just been changing the name here and there, but the name is actually the Noble Class Awards ceremony / show. It went well. It was beautiful. The girls were amazing. The guests enjoyed it. They loved it. I'm happy. I'm happy with the outcome. There was little tiny minor things here and there, but nothing to me, because at the end of the day, God showed up and he did his big one. So I am heavily grateful and thankful. I've been overwhelmed with the amount of people who donated, the amount of people who reached out and complimented, and just seeing the work of God all up in this. Overwhelmed with just all the amazing love that I've been showered with since the event. The event took place last Sunday. Today is now Wednesday. And I took the last few days to just rest, get my mind off of that. I spent 2 days definitely at home in bed. I had no choice. My truck broke down and I had to get it towed to the mechanic. So it's not like I could have gone anywhere anyway, but the mechanic did work really fast and got it fixed, so I was able to pick that up yesterday afternoon. So I'm back mobile. And today I'm getting ready to hang out with some girlies. We are going to watch the sunset. It is pretty cloudy, but the scenery is still a vibe. It's like a mountaintop, and so we're going to just go enjoy each other's company, chit chat, all the fun girly things. I'm about to get ready for that. After planning a program of that magnitude for the very first time, I am exhausted, I'm drained, and I just want to do all the things outside. So not the outside that, I don't know what the outside other people be talking about, but I'm going to be outside. So I'm ready to go hang out with the girls. And then I do have a few more appointments before this weekend. So if I do continue to vlog, it'll just be me working, doing hair. But all I know is today's agenda is to get some work done, hang out with the girlies, and then that's it. I do want to say though, actually, hold on. Let me go get my mirror because I'm going to just start. I'm not going to do so much. I'm not going to do too much. I have like a lot of hyperpigmentation under my chin. that I really, 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 really want to work on. I'm gonna put this mirror behind me so I can see. I'm gonna just talk and get myself ready. I was actually gonna get ready while watching Pop the Balloon. I don't know if y'all watch that, but that's a show that I would actually want to go on. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little crazy, but I ain't doing nothing else for real with my dating life, so I would go on that show. But yeah, like I was saying, I do have bad hyperpigmentation under my chin that I really want to get rid of. And honestly, I don't have real big hope that I can clear it completely, but I would love to be able to get it to a place that I am more confident in. I say that because I grow hair there. Is it PCOS? I don't know. It could be. I do know that I suffer with a lot of fibroids and hormonal issues. I've been on my cycle forever now, even after getting the uterine fibroid embolism procedure on March 11. I may have not had anything for like 30 days after that, but then I just been bleeding since. I feel like any work that's done to the external on the skin, it's gonna always be temporary, but what would last longer is work that's done on the inside. And it's like I need to figure out my hormone balance and all of that before I can really focus on this area. I'm always seeing these TikTok ads, and if you're one of those people that put those ads up, I do have a problem with you. Because half the time I just don't believe y'all, to be honest. I feel like, of course, you're going to have to do what you're going to do and say what you got to say in order to get paid. I get that for some people. But it is, in a way, preying on a vulnerable population. Women who really suffer with these issues and are sold hope over and over and over again, spending our money over and over and over again just to find out these products definitely don't work, or yes, it's bleaching. And I've tried the bleaching and it looked ridiculous. It looked ridiculous because while, yes, I'm trying to lighten my dark marks, when I was doing the bleaching, the dark marks ended up being almost raw. And the rest of my skin was the rest of my skin. So I had like bright pink. It was, I had to quit it right away. I actually used to struggle with self-hate and the color of my skin. I did bleaching some years ago, once upon a time, on my whole face. And that looked a mess too. I had to stop right away. And thankfully, though, I truly, truly, truly admire my skin color now. I just do not like the hyperpigmentation. I did start trying to be mindful of my skin a few months ago and trying to be consistent with that as well. Other than bleaching, my longest time of consistency with using a product that claims it can get rid of hyperpigmentation was no more than 2 months. No more than 2 months. Is that good? I don't know. Some people might say, no, you got it in 6 months. Child. And then it's like, it's not even that I just got hyperpigmentation and that's it. It's just the fact that ingrown hairs, what is it? Trichotillomania? I got it. So I'm always picking and plucking and plucking and picking. So it's like, not only do you have to be consistent for a long time with a product, but you also have to be consistent with the product while at the same time completely leaving the area alone, not plucking, picking, or anything, which is very hard to do. That is also why I really try to keep my nails done, because it's hard to do with your nails done. So yeah, that is the bone I have to pick with you all, but it's just a little bone, because like I said, maybe I haven't been consistent enough with a product for me to be completely upset with you all. Maybe y'all have ridden for a product for like 365 days straight and it actually did work and change your life, and so now you are such an advocate for them. I don't know. Maybe the pictures that you all are posting actually is your skin and not the same photo that it appears to be on everyone else. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Anyway, yeah, so the award ceremony though really, really was good. I enjoyed the fact that I was able to speak without having a written speech. And because I was able to do that, it did something to me because it's like I do enjoy journaling. I love to journal. And when I'm journaling, my thoughts truly are going a billion miles per hour, and my hands are just matching it. And sometimes I skip over and I get stuck, and it's like, oh, darn, I forgot that thought. But oh well, you know? But to be able to take that same release that I get through journaling and just verbally allow my words to match where my mind is going, that was interesting. It is pretty dangerous because I can be really like a bit blunt. You don't want to let me speak from the mind half the time. Like here, I get to edit. I'm actually giving this a try and seeing how I like vlogging for myself because it does feel like I'm journaling. So I like it. But I like it more because I get to edit any foul things that I might come out my mouth that I'm still working on, that the Lord's still working on with me. I get to edit those things out. Y'all, listen. I am not a makeup person. Well, I'm lying. I like makeup actually. I just don't know how to I don't really know how to do it for real. Anyone who's creative, we enjoy art. We enjoy crafts, drawing, painting. Makeup is just that. But I could never do a makeup tutorial unless you're worse than me. If you're worse than me, I got you because I can at least get you to look halfway decent. So yeah, and then I just feel like if you're not applying makeup at the beginning of the day and it has to be the middle of the afternoon, I'm not really interested in doing the most and being perfect with it. So that's what this is. I feel like I'm not going to do too crazy because I'm not going to have it on so long anyway. I'm going to put more highlight under my eye. Kind of got rid of it. I'm going to just continue finishing whatever I'm doing on my face. And then I will catch you all in a bit.
Morning on my skin, no mask, no script. I like my name when it sits like this. I took the long way home just to feel the air. Bare feet on the tile, I got nothing to spare. If I'm gonna shine, it's gonna be me. Not a shadow copy trying to be seen. I let the rhythm ride where my true skin bloom. Baby, I'm alive and I'm coming through. I'm free, I'm free. I'm living for me. I'm free, I'm free. That's how I breathe. No borrowed skin, no borrowed dream. I'm free, I'm free. I'm living for me, for me. For me. Laughing with my friends under open skies, eating with my hands, no reason to hide. I wear my colors loud, I wear my scars too. Every scar, a story that I carry.
To be very respectful.
Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna ask my final question now. Is it a yes for you, for her?
Probably not. I'll say because she just bought a home, and to me that could be a deal breaker because that means she's settled here in Maryland, and I'm from Texas.
Thank you, Arnett.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, because she just bought a home, I know she said she's.
Nothing to spare. If I'm gonna shine, it's gonna be me. Not the shadow copy trying to be seen. I let the rhythm ride where my true skin bloom. Baby, I'm alive and I'm coming through. I'm free, I'm free. I'm living for me. I'm free, I'm free. That's how I breathe. No borrowed skin, no borrowed dream. I'm free, yeah. I'm living for me, for me. For me. Laughing with my friends under open skies, eating with my hands, no reason to hide. I wear my colors loud, I wear my scars too. Every scar, a story that I carry through. I don't need permission to take up space.
Complete, ladies.
I was made to dance in my own way. If I'm gonna shine, it's gonna be me. Not the shadow copy trying to be seen. I let the rhythm ride where my truth can bloom. Baby, I'm alive and I'm coming through. I'm free, I'm free. I'm living for me. I'm free, I'm free. That's how I breathe. No borrowed skin, no borrowed dream. I'm free, I'm free.
Hey, so it's the next day and I went to hop in the shower, and why did the alarm system, not the alarm system, the fire alarm system, it went off while I was in the shower. So my carpet is all wet. My bathroom floor is wet. I'll have to get to that later. I had hopped out the shower. Now, mind you, it's that time of the month, but it's been that time of the month like for a month now, so I can't even call it that. But you know, I'm dealing with that issue, right? So I hopped out the shower and I went to go look, and by the time I got to the front door, it stopped alarming. And I looked outside, there was nothing. And so I'm like, okay, because I'm like, am I gonna have to be in my towel outside of a burning building and bleeding? You know? But thank God it was nothing. And I hopped back in the shower, and it was a good shower, so I really did not want to interrupt it. But I hopped back in the shower, and then I did hear some banging on the door, but I ignored it, blatantly ignored it. Why? Because I actually remember yesterday, while I was doing hair, somebody came in. He said he needed to like check the fire alarm systems. And so he checked the fire alarm systems and he left. So I'm like, maybe they're doing some type of another routine thing. It was risky for me to have ignored the banging on the door, but he kind of banged on the door yesterday too, as well as my neighbors. It was just really loud. So I think that's what that was. But man, it definitely had me thinking the worst. What if this towel was the last thing I had because somebody was cooking, burned the entire complex down in every single thing that I own, and I'm starting off with a towel? That would have been wild. Anyway, yesterday I did talk to you all about just a little bit about like the hyperpigmentation I have under my chin. So since I'll say for about 6 months now, 7 months, going on 8 months, I've been consistent with using a niacinamide brightening toner from Good Molecules. And I am one who not really ever had bad skin issues except for that issue with the trichotillomania. And so I never really needed skincare, and I've always used like natural butters and oils on my body. But I decided to get a little consistent with skincare before I completely lose all hope that I'll ever be able to brighten my or smooth out my hyperpigmentation. I started using these products that I'm about to show you just to give it one good last strong hoorah for at least 2 years. Trying to keep my nails done because it kind of is hard for me to pluck, you know? So just really giving a last good effort. Since I started using this brightening toner, there was a moment where I ran out and I haven't used it in a while. And then my skin got really dry, and I never had that issue. And I was like, what happened differently? And this ran out. So I got a bigger amount. So it takes a longer time to run out now. Once I did start using this again, I haven't had that issue. So I think now my skin that used to be pretty much good on its own is now reliant on toner. I like it, but I don't. But I do, but I don't. And so, yeah, I have the niacinamide brightening toner. And then I also have started using the ordinary niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1% um, serum. And honestly, I actually started everything off with azelaic acid, but I don't think this worked for me. I don't know. I actually usually use my hand to put the serum on. I touch my phone and I don't like touching my phone before I do my face. So I don't usually put the serum on with a pad or this. But I'm doing it today because I don't want to touch my face like that. I have not really found a moisturizer that works well with me, or I haven't introduced moisturizer into this new skincare. What I usually use is African shea butter after I put on the toner, the serum. I put on the African shea butter. Other times I do treat with, let's see here, the glycolic acid. So I probably do this twice a night. And I think I like using this too. I feel like it really brings out a glow. So I feel like if I'm going to, I don't know, have an event or something, I might use this a couple days before and it gives me like a nice little glow. But yeah, that's all I kind of have in my skincare routine. I'm gonna try to just use this much since I'm gonna step out today and I don't want to look too greasy. If y'all was going to bed, would have been a different story. It's still a different story, isn't it? I have a lot of butters and oils because I used to make soaps. I do not make soaps anymore. At that time, I feel like I was trying to force a calling on me that God, I'm not gonna say he wasn't in alignment with, but he had other plans. As you can see, I ended up putting all my efforts into building a nonprofit program. But yeah, at that time I did used to make soaps and try to pick that business up, and it wasn't working. It just wasn't working. And now that I think about it, so last night I did some devotion. I was journaling and reading my Bible. But what I was journaling about last night, so this award ceremony that just happened, it was amazing. It was like really God really answering a prayer that I've prayed, that other people who have been invested in this has prayed for, and just seeing that come to pass was just, it was amazing to see God in that way. And I noticed something about myself. Every time I experience some type of a spiritual high, it's immediately followed by like a spiritual low. And so that weekend, that event, that was a spiritual high, seeing how God really brought a vision to life, right? But that's one example. Other examples could be like when I am really seeking God for a word and he flat out answers me like a direct answer. It's like those moments, you know, when you really hear from God, those moments are just amazing, beautiful, unmatched, right? But usually when I experience those moments, immediately following after, it's like I don't know. It's like I'm not really interested in reading my Bible right now. I'm not really trying to pray for real. One of the biggest things that makes me notice when I'm experiencing a spiritual low is when I'm not even in the mood to journal. If I'm not in the mood to journal, it's a problem because I enjoy journaling almost every single night, you know? And so that's what I was noticing since this event. I was not in the mood to journal. And I should be so grateful. I should be so, you know, joyous, giving God all the glory, all the praise, all the honor, right? But I was not. Like I was, of course, for sure. But it was just some days where I just was scrolling instead, editing or trying to edit these videos and just distracting myself. So last night I decided to ask Google that question. I asked Google, like, why is it that I'm always experiencing a spiritual low right after a spiritual high? And it basically answered in a way where it's kind of like some type of a law of attraction, right? Not attraction, a law of balance. And so, yeah, there's these moments where you have these spiritual highs, but you have to also have spiritual lows. There's just a balance. You can't just go through life always on a spiritual high. And seeing that I'm not alone in that, seeing that this is actually a thing and it's not just me, I'm not the problem, it made me feel so much better. And it actually gave me the desire to want to journal and read my Bible. And I'm so grateful for that. So I did journal about it. I read my Bible. And before I read my Bible, I prayed, I asked the Lord to show me a word. And he sent me to Ecclesiastes chapter 3, where there is a time for this and a time for that, a time for this and a time for that. And it made me feel, I guess, validated, seen, of course, and heard by God, because I did feel guilty. Like, man, I just experienced God's goodness. I just experienced his glory, his greatness. Why am I not on cloud 10 right now? But God showed me and he affirmed me, like, no, there is a balance. There is a time to be happy, but there's also a time to be sad. There is a time for, to plant, and there's a time, like just all the things, y'all know how Ecclesiastes is read. And so I was grateful and appreciative of that. And that I'm thinking of it now because I was really trying to force this dream of having a business that took off and hundreds of orders, and I get to sell all this soap and just be prosperous. And that's just a reminder of what I read last night. Like, that wasn't the time for that. It just wasn't the time. I was forcing it, forcing it, forcing it. And it's like, no matter how hard I tried with that business, it didn't work out. And so I decided to go on a business fast. Like, I know fasts are generally supposed to be mainly away from food and draw you closer to be dependent on God. But child, I be fasting for whatever I feel like is in the way. So I fasted from anything soap business related. I said, mm-mm. And that's actually when this vision and this desire to really do this debutante picked up even more. That's actually when I really started. I went on that 30-day fast for the business. And within that fast, I started really doing a lot more for the debutante. I started seeing things, like God would put me in positions and situations where I'm seeing like a need for young girls to get guidance and whatnot. It was just very, it was very ordained. And I never looked back at the soap business, never did it again, never made another batch of soap, never did another vendor table. So it's actually a big pile of soap stuff in the corner of my dining room. And I feel like I was holding on to it because I just wasn't sure, like, am I going to go back to it? There's some people that tell me, hey, girl, when are you going to make soaps again? I really like that soap. I really need it. My son, my child needs this for that and da da da. And I'm like, soon, soon, soon. I think I'm going to bury it. The thing that excites me the most is that I want my dining room. It's just a big mess of like packing supplies, soap products, body butters, and oils, and equipment, and all the things. So I want my dining room back. I want my space. So that's what excites me the most. But then it's like I had some really quality organic stuff, essential oils and whatnot. I just feel like maybe I'll have to make some room to at least store those because I don't want to get rid of those. But the equipment and package supplies and the soaps that are left, I've already started giving soaps away just to give it away. But those are things I think I want to put them on Facebook Market and see what I can get for them. I don't know, but I think that chapter is officially closed. But I do want to have a business. This is a nonprofit, but I do want to have a business at some point. So I really hope that God just orders my steps to walk along a path where I can build a business that is successful and prosperous, and can take me to a good financial level as well. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just over here talking, but it is not so much time before it's time to get in that car line. I just threw on a dress. I'm not really gonna wear any makeup for real. I might throw on a hat and some sunshades and see if I can get some work at the coffee shop. If it's too late and I have to go hop in that car line, then I'll probably just work from home until then to get my son from school. But there is some work to be done. The editing for these videos is harder than I thought. But at this rate, I think I just want to get it done and just put it out there. So I apologize in advance if the quality is really, really, really bad. But I don't want to sit on this footage because I don't even have a hard drive for real. So I need to get this off, like, just out there, off my phone, off my laptop, and all just out there. So yeah, I will see you all later.
La la la, hold on. Ooh, I've been bending, but I don't break. I've been waiting on the shape of the day. I don't